So, and I want to remind people, I'm not an affiliate yet, so I don't have a big ass green donate button. So I pin a little comment right there. If anybody wants to donate, all donations go straight to Fathom, straight to Kyle here. Get his PayPal after stream. And this whole thing is going to be recorded. It's going to be posted on my Twitch, and as soon as I get the YouTube up, it's all full video is going to be posted onto YouTube as well.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, 10 years buried. What's up, boys? Y'all are on your way right now, right? To a concert? It's sick.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah,
sick.
still pulling up in the car ride.
Nice. Have a good show, y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, first question I had for y'all, I saw you guys used to have a different logo, right? So it was still
Mm-hmm.
Fathom. What made you want to change it to the unreadable metal style?
Which logo are you talking about? This is probably our third logo. This logo is
Oh,
actually a
really?
play off. Yeah.
Damn, the first logo, it was like one of the first posts y'all had on Instagram. It was kind of more of the straight line, almost electronic
Gotcha.
look in Fathom.
Okay, yeah, so I made that one. It was just kind of a little too similar to some other stuff that was already out there. We just kind of wanted to change it up, and there's a guy online who's since become pretty good friends with who is very, fan of his work, and I just wanted to get a new logo. And
Fair
then so
enough.
there's the messier one, and there's also the cleaner version of that same logo, which the cleaner version came first, and then we wanted just a super messy, illegible, sort of cool ass looking thing. And we had
Word.
that guy done up next.
You gotta have the illegible shit. That's how you know you're legit. You can't be able to
Oh
read
yeah,
it.
I'm all about it.
That's a good
He was
name for the
stoked,
fucking flyers.
right?
But yeah, which one are y'all gonna one up on the? I got a little board, right? We put all the logos up at the end of the stream. It's a little post-it note.
Mm-hmm.
Which logo are you gonna want
Yeah,
on the board?
that's up to you, man. We don't use the really old one like you were talking about too much anymore, but I like them all.
Okay, I'll probably use the newest one then. People are gonna be asking
Word.
what the fuck that is, which band that is. We'll keep them
No worries.
guessing.
You can just write it down below.
Yeah, I got you. So, if you've had three logos, have you guys ever had a different band name?
I mean, we've been not Fathom has always been Fathom. A few
Gotcha.
of us have been in other projects in the past, and I've been in plenty of bands throughout my time. But
Hmm.
Fathom has always been the same thing.
Word. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a rarity. Everybody usually changes their name twice at least.
Trying to stick with the one name for this project. So I
Word.
start a new project.
Yeah, it's basically starting over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
What about members? You guys recycling members?
Throughout Fathom, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, throughout Fathom.
so I started Fathom myself, kind of just me writing heavy music, and then brought in some friends who were down to play it live, basically. But
Oh, sick.
we've we've had the same lineup now for like this is probably the longest we've had one singular lineup. We've had these guys for a little over a year now. But me and the guitarist, we've been in the band the entire time. And then our bassist Zach came along about a year into the band's existence, and he's been with us ever since. It's mostly just been drummers that we went through.
Gotcha. Okay.
But our newest drummer's been with us for a while now, and he's pretty much seeming like the dude. So definitely
I
stoked to
mean,
have him on board.
he fucking sounds good. He's killing it for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
And what?
stoked.
And what's his name?
His name is Anthony.
Anthony. Word. Okay, I couldn't remember his name right off the rip.
Yeah, no worries.
And I saw in that Sunless video, so I've become a big fan of like headless guitars and bass.
Uh huh.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you know what kind of? I believe it was guitar. Do you know what kind of guitar it is that he has?
It's a Kiesel. I don't know the exact model.
Okay, a Kiesel, sick.
Yeah.
I've only fucked with the Ibanez, the headless Ibanezes, which are also really clean.
Or I think they're sick. He's got a bit of a conflicting relationship with them, where many days he wants nothing to do with the headless guitar. But
Gotcha. Yeah, I imagine. I don't know how tuning them would go. I would imagine it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass than like a normal, conventional guitar.
for sure it's different. I mean, but they at least seem to stay in tune better. So I'm all about that.
Yeah, they look cooler too, in my opinion.
I think so. Like I said, there's a bunch of controversy with like guitarists in the metal scene. Dudes either like seem to hate them or love them.
Yeah, I don't know. You see a band walk on with a headless shit, that's when you know they're not fucking around, dude. That's kind of the envision I've gotten with them.
I also think they're sick just because we're about anything that saves space on the road, and definitely cuts down on space.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. A few inches goes a long way, for sure.
Absolutely.
So, you said they were all your friends. Like, how did y'all meet?
Mostly through music,
Oh,
simply
okay.
put. Yeah, we've
Simply
been in
put.
previous bands together.
Okay,
What's that?
sick.
Yeah, and we met Anthony on the road in his previous band, I Am Air. We did a tour with them last year. Pretty much after that tour, we ended up recruiting him a few months later.
That's sick. Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah,
y'all got a pretty good setup then. Y'all gonna stick together for a while.
we hope so. Like I
I
said,
hope
I'm
so.
pretty satisfied with the team we have right now. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep making music as long as I have the desire to. But these dudes have been pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, y'all are fucking hitting it too. Y'all's music sounds sick as fuck. I've just been kind of going through it.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
And like speaking of, what do you think's your favorite song that y'all have made so far? Y'all have produced so far?
My favorite song is pretty much always whatever we're working on the latest. So my favorite songs right now are stuff we haven't put out yet. But if I had to pick something we put out, Insolence is definitely up there.
Hmm.
And then Stormcaller probably.
Stormcaller. I was about to say Stormcaller so far is kind of one of my go-to right now for sure.
I like that one. It's probably my favorite off of that album.
Yeah, Stormcaller is sick. Solon and Gray. I like Solon and Gray a lot.
Word. Yeah, I like Soul and Grey. That's one of the shorter like intro type songs. I like all of those.
Yeah, it's always the short songs that you wish would just keep going, dude.
Well, they're just meant to be like a couple of banger breakdowns or something to get you hyped, you know?
I know that you're like, oh, it's over. What the fuck? Like this one, like Bitter. We're listening to Bitter right now. It's almost 3 minutes. It's solid. This shit's
Yeah,
good.
Bitter's like a full length song. Might be
Yeah,
a little shorter than some of our other ones, but it should be right around there.
yeah, Bitter's good, dude. And that's off of the.
That's
Okay, yeah, it was a
off
single.
our.
Shit,
Huh?
was that a single? Oh no, it was off of the
released as a
Malevolent
single. It's
Auras.
also off our second EP, Malevolent Auras.
Gotcha. Okay, sick.
Yep.
So what's your favorite personally? I can't. I know you can't speak for the rest of the band, but like your favorite band.
Favorite band? My favorite band is changing all the time. Like the second you ask me that, my mind goes completely blank of
I
anything
feel
I've been
you.
listening. But give me a second. See what I
No,
listen to.
I'm the same
I
way,
mean,
dude. I
honestly, I
keep
listen to
finding
a
new
lot of the
bands
bands we.
every day.
Right, so I listen. I usually end up listening to a lot of like the bands we just recently toured with. So we just
Okay.
got off a run like a month or two ago with My Own Will and the Cambion.
Mhm.
We're going out with the Cambion in a couple of weeks. Those dudes are fucking sick. Crown Magnetar has been on my stuff a lot lately.
Yeah, same. I've been listening to a lot of Crown Magnetar.
I like a lot of Abominable Putridity. Those dudes are sick.
Yeah, they're really sick. They're heavy into that like sludge kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
they
we
shit
actually went
sick.
to the same producer for our last album as theirs, just because I thought their stuff sounded sick.
Oh word, yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
So favorite band? I mean, what's one band when you guys, make it big? Which that's a whole nother question. What's a band you want to open for, man?
As far as like bands that inspired and stuff like that, like Spite and Traders have got to be up on that list.
Okay, word. I've listened to Traders a little bit. I think I've listened to Spite a little bit more than Traders.
Word. And
Traders
Traders
is
is
sick
probably,
though.
I mean, Tyler Shelton's probably one of my bigger vocal influences personally, so they've always been fucking awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way though. Like my music taste keeps changing. I keep finding new bands every day, like smaller bands. It's super hard to pick
Word.
out like which is a favorite.
True.
And you got like a top place you want to play at? Maybe a top stage you want to be on one day?
I definitely really like to make it out to the West Coast with this band. Some of those bigger venues would be sick, like Chain Reaction and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort of larger festivals are also the dream.
Maybe Red Rock one
If
day.
we could get overseas and play any of the European festivals, that'd be fucking sick as hell.
Yeah, that'd be super badass. See,
That'd
I've,
probably
I've
be like shows right there.
that'd be the dream.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm guessing that kind of leads into my next question. What would be that sign of we made it? I'm guessing that one of those would be getting overseas for sure.
That and just when we get to the point where we don't have to worry financially about anything to do with the band.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, that and getting like basically if we're consistently on the road and we're being treated well while we're on the road and we have all the amenities and like nice transportation and places to stay, that's
Hmm.
all I really want.
Got you. Yeah, and like that's kind of one of the whole points of this project is to be able to one day get some followers and have smaller bands on and be able to financially help them, go on this tour that they
Word.
wanted to do for a while or get that new guitar or that new those new cymbals because
Oh
like
yeah.
us like 10 years buried they dropped fucking $900 on like two cymbals the other day, so like shit
Those
ain't
fucking
cheap, man.
expensive, bro. If
Yeah,
you're not
shit
a
ain't
drummer,
cheap.
yeah.
So that's all this is to just to get the community help fucking fund it because everything's going up except for pay.
Right. Gas is definitely always going up. So,
Dude, gas is
but
killer. I couldn't imagine a North America tour right now on gas. Like I was talking to Distant.
yeah,
Distant said they were wanting to hop on here one day, and they started their North American tour in 3 days with Left to Suffer, and they're coming from the
hectic.
Netherlands.
Yeah, right.
So I can only imagine because they're doing a loop around the country, how much fucking gas money they're going to be spending, dude.
It's just like I said, different parts of the country are different ways. I mean, like we've tried to cut down and tour different sorts of more fuel efficient vehicles, even to combat it, and just whatever you can do, man.
Yeah, it's hard though. Like you said, that space, space is hard. If you got a
Yeah.
van, the only van you can find is some early 90s like Dodge. You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, not those Dodges, man.
Dude, those Dodges are crazy. Everybody's been stuck in one at least one time.
Oh, I've been a couple of bands in the past. Have had several Dodges, like passenger vans, break down on us. So,
Yeah, the old school
been a
church
good time.
vans. But if you think you weren't doing music, what do you think you would have done? Like I guess out of high school, like a big hobby of yours, maybe you would have wanted to go into professionally.
I don't even fucking know, man. Like, it's honestly would have probably always been something centered around music or art, and graphic design type shit.
Okay, so it's
Uh,
always been that way.
yeah, I don't know. I would have liked to get into tattooing. I just don't like drawing. So,
Tattooing, yeah. I'm not a drawer, dude. I like to get tattoos. I don't like to pay for them.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do them though.
I'm a huge fan of tattoos. I don't like drawing.
Yeah, I feel that. My drawings always look like shit. If I was to give you a drawing from second grade to now and I try it, you wouldn't be able to tell. There would be no fucking difference at all.
My grade school stuff is probably a much better drawer. I could actually draw in middle school.
Yeah, I was kind of doped on ADHD medicine in elementary, so my shit was
Uh,
probably a little
hey,
wild.
probably interesting.
Probably, yeah, probably weird for like a 7-year-old.
I mean, that's what's up, though.
So now I'm going to switch. We're going to get into that
Mm-hmm.
serious cam, right? We're getting up in your face. This is
Sure.
kind of a personal question. More of a personal question. What's one thing that you want humanity as a whole to accomplish one day?
I don't know. It's pretty vague. I wish humanity as a whole would stop being quite as stupid.
Quite as stupid, so smarten up.
Yeah, just brighten up. Stop getting so upset about everything.
Word. So the U.S. in general, pretty much.
I wish that everyone could overcome religious differences and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel that. That's one of my biggest things is like be what you want to do, be what you want to be, man.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
they say love thy neighbor. You're gonna sit here and want to fucking kill them though. They're something else. Like it's crazy. I don't
Yeah,
really
everyone's
understand
so
it.
judgmental about everything, and just
Uh,
like people should
yeah,
just accept everyone for however the fuck they want to be. You know?
yeah. No, absolutely. I agree, dude. It would just make it a lot easier day to day life. Everybody would get along a little bit better for sure.
Right.
Same with like music taste. People think a lot of people still think people that listen to metal music like stuff that you guys make is like degenerate. People are still in that mindset. I don't understand it.
I think that mindset's always going to be around.
It will. Maybe hopefully not for another 20 years or so.
Hopefully, I think it's getting better all the time with the newer generations. But I mean, again, I don't know. A lot of it seems sometimes a lot of that newer generation just isn't getting into metal, getting into other things.
I feel like once that Harley Davidson and that 80s hairband generation starts dying off, it'll probably get a little bit easier. I feel like they're
I
some of
mean,
the
that
most
era of metal had
judgmental.
its time. So.
Yeah, no, it was the shit at the time, but yeah, no, I feel like they're some of the most judgmental. But again, you'd be surprised. You find some people that are cool with whatever.
Right.
So, so what would be the most, so far for you at least, the most important lesson you've learned in music or booking music, making music? The most important lesson that you've learned up until this
Uh,
point.
Probably just not to have an ego and just be respectful of everyone else playing music and going out to see music being played.
Yeah.
And people will kill so many good opportunities just because they get ahead of themselves and get an ego about it, especially when you're younger.
Yeah. No, for sure. I feel you. Especially you start getting a pretty good following and blowing up a little bit.
And you
Start
do
looking
something
down on
stupid
people.
and you look like an asshole.
Yep. See, 10 Years Buried said, fuck, what did they say? It'll come back to me. It'll hit me like a truck in a minute.
Oh, you're good.
So, so 10 Years Buried, they're fucking stupid, dude. I love them to death. I have a question, which I'm going to ask you is one question you would like for the next band, no matter how stupid it is, right? They asked me for you. You want a gay son or a thought daughter?
Or a what daughter?
A thought daughter.
I don't really. I guess I'd rather have a gay son.
Gay son? Yeah, because you, yeah.
I mean, like, I don't care about your sexuality. You can be whoever the fuck you want, but if you're fucking like a whore, anyone could be a whore. That's not cool.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't ask that question, but hey, I gotta respect the promise, man. I told him I would.
Oh, you're good.
So what do you think is the question you would ask for the next band? If you want to come back to that, we can.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. Let me think on that.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll come up with something stupid for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I do have something else for you to think on.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed you the scene. We got the couch. It's kind of an empty room, an empty office desk room, right? The casting couch.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be empty
Mm-hmm.
because everybody that comes onto the stream, we get them to add one thing to the room. So if you notice, there's a big fucking box of oatmeal cream pies on the desk. That was from 10 Years Buried. So when we get to it, you start thinking about it. One thing that you would want to add to this room. It could be anything you want.
Word. It could be anything I want.
It could be anything you want. They first
Alright.
decided they were going to do Moby Dick. I don't know if you know what Moby Dick is.
Like the book or the whale?
Neither. It's like a 4-foot fucking dildo. they were gonna want to put it beside the couch, but thank God
Yeah,
they
see,
said oatmeal cream pies.
Can you put that on there? Like if I tell you to put a giant pot plant in the
So-
room, can you do that?
So, as for pot, I feel like it's a lot more lenient than a 4-foot dick. But I was
Word.
gonna do the 4-foot dick and just put a big blur over it, like some fucking Japanese porno or something.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
That's what I'm saying. But they decided
Put a
on oatmeal
bunch of-
cream pies. So if you want to steal their idea,
In there.
yeah, you think about it. We'll come back to it. So, what's I guess just personally like your other hobbies besides doing music? And I mean, I'm sure you have a full-time job you work every day. Do you try to play video games or really just sink your time into music?
I definitely play some games sometimes. I mean, I have definitely long periods of times where I just have really no motivation to work on music. It just comes and
Yeah.
goes, you know.
Yeah,
But I
no,
play
I feel
plenty of
you.
games.
Like, what do you play?
I play a lot of Rocket League. I play
Oh,
some
word.
old school RuneScape. Bunch of Switch games, whatever I haven't, made my way through yet. I like
Man,
the
I've-
Zelda series a lot.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get a Switch, man. I've been thinking about
Mhm.
just being able to sit in the bed and chill back and play the Switch, and it's kind of been growing on me a little bit.
Right? They're so sick to take on like tour and stuff too, or anywhere when you're traveling.
Oh, dude, I'm sure. I would just be playing Stardew Valley all day or something like that.
Yeah, I fucked with Stardew Valley. That stuff
Stardew's
is pretty
sick.
fun.
Yeah, and my buddy Colton, he's big into Rocket League, and he's a fucking Rocket League fiend, dude. Which I think Rocket League's such a toxic game, bro. Like,
It's so much harder than you'd expect too.
it is. I mean, I used to be okay at it, but then taking 2 years from it and coming back, fuck, you might as well have
Yeah.
never touched it a day in your life, dude. People are so good at it.
Yeah, I don't think I can ever become like super good at that game, but
I
enjoy
couldn't
doing it.
either. I definitely wouldn't. I couldn't be able to spend the thousands of hours like people do doing it.
I spent thousands of hours on games. I don't know. I don't know if I could ever get that.
Yeah, not Rocket League for sure. That shit's they're on a different level, dude. I'll admit it.
Or-
So like, what's some big stuff y'all got coming up? I know you got I believe Michigan Metal Fest right up here in 3 days at the 19th.
Yeah, that's this weekend. That's Saturday. That should be a fun time. At least we're hoping.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. And like, where are you guys based out of? Are you from up near Michigan, or is this gonna be a
No,
pretty
so
good drive?
We're based out of like Southern Ohio. I live in
Okay.
Cincinnati. Our guitarist is up a little further in Lebanon. Our bassist is a little more west in Cincinnati, and our drummer's from a few hours south in Kentucky.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because 10 years is from Louisville, and I'm
Yeah.
fucking North Georgia, bro.
Gotcha.
like Chattanooga type area. So
Gotcha. I
I'm
don't know if we played North Georgia. We definitely made it down to like the southern end of the state, though.
yeah, I'm down here in the dirty South, dude. But
Word.
they get some pretty good mosh pits going down here, dude. Especially in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, no, we did a tour down south with bottom feeders last summer, and the south was tight. Florida was tight too. It's just fucking hot down there in the summer.
It
I'm sure you know,
is. It's so fucking hot, dude. It's insane.
and humid too. And that's the main part that gets.
Yeah, the humidity's killer, bro.
You ever like
Walk
try to
out.
sleep?
Do
You're good.
what?
So do you ever try to sleep in the van and that sort of shit? Fucking
Fuck no.
rough,
Dude, I couldn't. I'm so accustomed to having a fan and it having to be like 67 degrees when I'm sleeping. I couldn't do it, man.
right?
I'm a baby when it comes to that shit. Living up north may be a little bit different, but nah. It's
I don't blame
heat.
you.
Heat's an everyday thing down here until like November.
Heat's becoming an everyday thing everywhere.
Yeah, bro. Climate change ain't fucking around. People don't believe in it, but it's coming, dude. I'm telling you.
I mean, I was looking at that shit the other day. I mean, we're gonna get to some scary points in the next couple of decades.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I
July
was like,
was.
when is climate change gonna kill us? Disappointingly, not during my lifetime.
I feel like it's going to be such a slow transition. We're just going to like slowly evolve to become hotter and hotter.
Maybe that'd be crazy.
We're just going to turn
was-
into some like cover art for Abominable Putridity or something like that. Some really
I'm
gross.
about it. Snap a picture.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I think July was the hottest July we've ever had. I think like the world has ever had.
I think when I was looking at it the other day, it said that every year except for 1 year, like the past however many, like at least 15 years, has been the hottest year in history. Every year.
That's insane.
Like,
Yeah.
if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does.
Yeah, no, it's still a myth, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Well-
sure. Yeah, everyone's always skeptical of everything. There's
Yeah,
always
well-
going to be someone you can't convince.
Oh, of course. And then, the government just casually dropping, hey, aliens exist. Like, oh, fuck, cool.
I mean, birds are not real, so
Yeah, they're just drones, bro. That's why they sit on the power lines. They're just charging up.
you got it.
Watch, 10 years, they're going to fucking admit it. I'm telling you, bro.
Maybe. Yeah, they'll admit it just like how they admitted about aliens.
Yeah, and did you notice how nobody was shocked about it?
Yeah.
Everybody just went on with their life. Just like, yeah, whatever, we knew that.
People need to experience and see shit with their own eyes. I get it.
Which I've never seen an alien, or at least maybe not. I still feel like Mark Zuckerberg's a fucking lizard person, but,
He's something. So I'd like to. I was super fascinated by it growing up.
maybe they'll put their own kind of music in your mind, come down here and start hitting some shows.
I mean, that'd be sick.
What the fuck? My phone. Why is my phone messing up?
Hmm?
I got all my questions. I've been pretty good about it, but sometimes... there we go. Okay, my phone was fucking around. So what's your... I've already asked a couple favorite things. I think this will probably be my last favorite question. Memory as a band, whether it be just on the road or maybe a show you played one day.
I feel like it's usually shooting music videos or just the stupid stuff like hanging out in hotels early morning or after shows. Just someone says something completely off the wall that it would be great if we recorded it to show people, but probably shouldn't record it to show people.
Yeah, that shit at 3 a.m. that's funny that probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Just the off the wall stuff that only you and your friends are gonna say.
Yeah, no, I've never, man. One day maybe I'll shoot a music video, but I never thought
Shit's
like
fun.
if they're fun or if it's kind of awkward. So like on Sunless,
mean,
you on that table, like.
It really depends. We were laughing so hard during that shit. Anytime we get something, especially if we think it looks cool, we just start cheesing. Because, like, dude, this is so stupid. It looks so tight. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, imagine like in person, you're probably like, yeah, this looks kind of weird at first until it gets really edited and put down on video. Like, oh, that's sick.
Funny, weird. That's, like I said, we were all cracking up at that. It's just the angle and the lighting and stuff you get it from.
Yeah. Whoever was in that costume behind you on Sunless, dude, it looked pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty badass.
That's our guitarist as well. We just make use of what we have available. Like, often we'll get some of our random friends just to do B-roll or something.
Oh yeah, just like, hey, show up, put this on, do this.
Yeah, show up and, like, take this stuff and go at it with our other friend. One of you murder the other one or something.
Yeah, kick his ass. Try not to laugh, but yeah, kick his ass.
Definitely, definitely.
No, that's sick. What's so one thing I've learned coming into this, and I started this project like 2 years ago, right?
hmm
But I've really only been trying for like 3 days. It's been like 4 days, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and in the 4 days, I've talked to people I could never think I would ever been able to talk to, like Distant, Left to Suffer's manager. I have Entheos booked on the 30th.
Distant has always seemed like super down dudes. Like we were just talking about doing a little run with them before COVID hit, and then COVID hit, and then they kind of, you know, blew a little bit up, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah,
But they've
I was
always been super
talking.
rad.
Yeah, they've always been sick. I was talking to my buddy about it
Their
last
shit's
night.
chill.
Actually, I was like, they kind of blew up out of nowhere. Like it was like overnight. They're sitting at almost 300,000 streams monthly now on
Right.
Spotify. Like that's crazy, dude.
I mean, whatever they're doing it right. But I mean, they fucking deserve it. So
I
hell yeah.
mean, I think it's just that I don't know, dude. That bass boosted fucking intensity they got going on
Word.
is insane. I can only imagine how hype the shows are, especially Left to Suffer and all that.
Saw Left to Suffer a few months ago. It was pretty sick. Good dudes too.
Yeah, they Taylor was pretty cool. So like 4 or 5 years ago, Left to Suffer, Bro Job, and Hunt the Dinosaur came to like a small town where I live in North Georgia and played at
Word.
a deli. Right, like they weren't that big. It was
hmm
sick, and they ended up coming out and they all got in like some shitty Chevy pasture van, right? And
That's how it goes.
with like one of my buddies, and they were smoking out of this like World War II memorabilia this dude turned into a bomb. It's just stupid shit.
I mean, if you're on the road, someone's gonna offer you some smoke and be tempted to take that.
Yeah, it's like why not, right? Like I gotta drive 8 hours tonight, sure, help me
I
go to
had a
sleep.
guy once who paid to get into the show just to come up to every band at the merch table on tour and be like, "Who smokes? Come outside and give us all a handful and just take off." It's fucking awesome.
Another reason the metal community is kind of at the top, in my opinion.
For sure. Yeah, no, a lot of good people out there.
Yeah. So when did you start? I guess doing vocals because your vocal range is really tight. It sounds
I
really
appreciate
good,
you.
which is pretty. You got to be pretty experienced to do that and hold that up pretty well.
I mean, I started like fucking around with doing stuff when I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of learning and growing and changing techniques over the years. It wasn't until like probably 2018 or so until I actually really found a sound that I personally wanted to go for and felt confident enough to put into a project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
So,
I'm sure you
yeah,
had a
tough
lot of
guy.
training to not, fry your vocal cords after a show.
I mean, there's even still, and that's just there's a lot of endurance to just a lot of practice to build up those fucking chords and muscles.
Yeah, because I won't lie, dude. I'll sit in the mirror some nights and sit here and try to do something, and I'm like, fuck. How do you do a tour every night, perform for like
And
an hour and
I'm
a half,
terrible
and do
at
that?
this
That's
too. It's a whole
insane.
different, especially for multiple nights on. And it's rough sometimes, but like, yeah. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I'm totally guilty. I'll write songs without thinking about performing them live, and then go to perform it live, and it's like, holy shit, this fucking sucks. Like, why did I do this to myself?
What, just kind of like a this is something I'm working on. What do you think, kind of deal, or?
No, like I write it, and then I go to play it live, and it's just way too much for me to do, and it's just exhausting. It's like,
Oh, I
why would
feel
I
you.
write it this way?
Kind of like you bit off more than you can chew, kind of deal.
I mean, I like pushing myself, but still, like I said, you'll get up there sometimes and be like, fuck.
Yeah, I feel you. One day, hopefully, you'll never have. I know the uh, lead singer for Avenged Sevenfold. I can't remember his fucking name, but I remember he would get to a point. He would run a show. He would like bleed. He had like bloody lymph nodes on his throat.
That don't sound right.
No, doesn't sound good, dude, at all. Like I think he couldn't even perform for like 6 months after that happened.
I mean, yeah, I would think if that's happening, you probably shouldn't be performing. Probably just doing further damage. But I mean, they'll
Yeah,
suck in that position. Because obviously, they want to keep going.
yeah. And then you look at people like Alex the Terrible with Slaughter Prevail, and you're like, okay, I'm just a pussy, you know. Like you can hear that
It's been
dude in a
cool
full
watching.
room of people with no
Oh,
microphone. That shit's crazy.
I remember on that, man, I've done some vocals on stage with no microphones before. Just one time, wasn't working. I was fucking yelling over the whole band half the set. But Alex is sick, man. It was cool watching him come up on YouTube. I remember when he didn't even have a band. He was just a dude doing covers.
Yeah, and it's gone so far, dude. Especially now he lives in Florida. He's got that Florida man energy.
I mean, I don't know any other deathcore band out there doing solo tours and like selling out their shows.
Yeah, I don't either. They're one of those bands too that just kind of blew up overnight and gained a lot of traction.
I'm sure there's definitely some bands that could do it, but still.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but it's hard to, I don't know, you kind of get that window, super lucky window. If you hit it right, boom, it's overnight type shit.
Right.
I think his covers may have helped him a lot too, but
I think TikTok has helped a lot of these bands come up recently. They just hit the right note or something, and it goes off and just goes completely viral.
yeah, man, I'm kind of conflicted about TikTok. I was thinking about making a TikTok to kind of help promote this and get the word out, but I just
TikTok.
that's
I
me
hate it
too.
personally, but it's like it's undeniable the power it has as a platform for artists.
Yeah, me too. I hate it. I keep talking to my girl, my fiance. I'm like, I hate TikTok, but at the same time, I
Yeah.
feel like you could just get lucky and get so much reach with it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Instagram does good too, but I feel like Instagram even is a little bit of a dying breed compared to TikTok.
Instagram has definitely slowed down, in my opinion, and then they forced some updates recently that just kind of hurts everyone unless you're a major content creator, and that's just not good for the platform.
Yeah, I think I may be. I put a poll this morning if I should do it, and so far I've gotten yeses. So I think I might have to do that tonight.
Yeah, I keep thinking about more stuff to. I always got to come up with stuff to post to it. That's the other thing. It's just different content I'm not used to. But yeah, again, undeniable.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you can hopefully stay busy where the only thing you've got to post is your tour dates, that'll be a dream.
I wish.
Yeah, I think TikTok's going to happen though, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe I'll be glad I did it.
Yeah,
As long as
for
I don't
sure,
become a brain dead content creator, I'll be fine.
That'd be sick. Cool.
So, have you thought about a question you'd want for the next band?
They had to yell one stupid thing out on stage every night. What would it be?
If you could do one stupid thing? Did you disconnect?
Yeah,
Good
I saw
shit.
something.
No, you're good. So, you said if you could do one stupid thing on stage?
You have to yell out one stupid thing every night. It has to be the same thing every night. It can't be just like something a crowd would react positively to. It has to be funny, haha.
Okay.
Or just, yeah.
Okay, one stupid thing. That reminds me of like, I was in drumline going through high school with some buddies. You know, we'd run our shows and we'd, you ever hear those people counting, trying to stay in beat, doing the dot, dot, dot shit, right, on the field?
I'd
Dude.
always tell those kids to do gravity blast back then because I was a drummer. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, great. Yeah, dude. Depends on the school you go to, bro, unless it sounds like, their band's a dying whale. That's different. But, nah, you would come up with some stupid fucking vocals, man. I mean, I remember we prank called like an ex-drum teacher of ours. We were acting like we were Papa John's. He had put an application. We denied him because he tested positive for HIV. Dude blew up on the phone, like, during a show. The shit was great. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'll keep that down. I'll write that one down.
You
So-
also, if you had to play one other instrument in your band, what would it be? I think that's a good one.
If you had to play one other instrument.
You gotta switch spots with someone else in the band for a night. Who are you switching spots with?
Okay. I'll ask them both of those. How about that?
Or
Fuck it. So, thought about one thing you want to put in the room?
oh, I said you should throw a bong in there, man. If you can
Throw
do
a
that.
what?
Throw a bong in there.
Oh, shit. All right. I got to look at the chat, fucking, whatever it's called, the Twitter, or Twitch, whatever it's called. And see
If
I can.
not, you just put me a sick extended range guitar in there.
Put a what?
Just any extended range guitar, like a 7 or 8 or 9.
Any extended range guitar. Okay, if I could do the bong, but it would be poorly pixelated, would that still be an option?
I mean, I thought you should pixelate the other thing, so I think it's funny, but I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. I'll pixelate it and put an asterisk going down it, not a bong.
Can you put like a Pokemon in there?
A Pokemon? Yeah. What kind? What are you thinking?
Yeah, like a Snorlax.
Snorlax? Okay. We'll have him. Maybe I can put him on the couch.
Word, that sounds dope.
Have everybody chilling by the Snorlax.
Right?
Okay, so a bong, Snorlax, any extended range guitar. I'll pick
Give you a
one.
couple of things
I'll pick
to pick
one,
from.
and I'll
What's that?
message. I'll pick one, and I'll message you after the stream, and we'll confirm. And I'll edit it tonight.
Word. Cool. Sounds sick.
And then after, I'm gonna get your logo put on the board. I gotta edit that as well, and usually I'll try to do that on a post after the stream.
Cool.
And then, is there anything coming up soon that you want to let people know you're working on? Any kind of secret project or something that's coming up that's not posted yet?
I mean, we are working on new music. There's gonna be new singles and stuff coming. It's just a process right now, but we're making our way through it. The music has at least been recorded.
Okay, so it's been recorded already.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're in the final sort of production and putting together videos and working on a release plan sort of deal.
Sick. And when you guys are kind of trying to come up with new music, so I try to make music a little bit by myself, right? You know, sound programs and stuff. And I've got another buddy. His name on Instagram is Perspective, and he's got almost 10,000 on Instagram just doing software shit. So,
heck yeah.
What do you guys do first when you're doing music? Do you want to track drums first? Do you want to do vocals first, or kind of get your chords going first with guitar?
I definitely don't do vocals first. I used to like to write drums first because I'm also a drummer, but anymore I usually just go off guitar.
Okay.
Base sort of everything off of that.
So I like to do guitar
Sometimes
first.
I'll write it in Guitar Pro first, or sometimes I'll just sit down and sort of jam out what sounds cool.
Gotcha. See, I feel like that'll be a good thing to kind of hear from everybody, because Perspective, he does his drums first.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything else other than drums.
Drums first, especially dudes when I'm recording on guitar, they'll want a drum loop or something to write to.
Word. Yeah, no, that's fair. And I can understand both sides. You kind of want a sound or you want a rhythm. So I guess either one of those two.
But I mean, I edit up and change everything up throughout the process to fit together in different ways.
For sure. Okay. Well, fuck it, dude. We'll pick one of the Bong Snorlax or something. I'll let you know. Last thing I need, pose up. Get a picture.
Yeah?
Yep. Pose up.
What?
Get a picture, dude. Whatever you want. Give me a peace sign. Give me something. That's what's going to get posted. Sick. It's good. I'll pull that from the edit, dude.
Word.
So, my very last question we'll get out here. Is there anything you think I should add to this? Anything you think should have been different, or should I add anything to this? Because I want it to be as fun as possible for everybody involved. And like I said, I got some work to do. This is my second one. So
I'm not sure to use the same background every time.
So I was thinking about doing different backgrounds, but at the same time, you got the casting couch, and the room's going to get updated every time. There's going to be something new every time, and it kind of gives an activity, I guess, for the bands to add something to the room. So I've thought about both options. I'm trying to figure out which I should do.
You could also maybe have like some low background music or something, but I mean, I think it's all right, man.
Oh, I do have background music playing right now.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm just not listening loud enough to hear it. I'm just trying to focus on us.
Yeah, I don't think you're able. Okay, you don't have the stream popped up on a different device, do you?
No, I do. I just have it muted over here. I'm just listening to us.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I was about to say I got stuff playing. That would have sucked. We couldn't.
Word.
It was just Fathom playing the whole time too.
I mean, you're looking stupid.
Nah, you're good, dude. Like that probably means it was too fucking quiet. I'll see how it looks on the edit afterwards.
No, you're good.
But yeah, sick. Sorry we couldn't get more viewers. Is what it is. Still a small
worries,
project. When hopefully one day we get some more, I'll have you on a second time and actually make it worth your time. You know.
Heck yeah. No. I just enjoy chatting with anyone too. It's all
Yeah.
good, man.
No, for sure. I appreciate it, dude. I'll go ahead and